Good morning, friends. Today's class is all about paper 1 of UGC NET first unit, Teaching Aptitude, which covers levels of teaching. In levels of teaching, today we are going to study about memory level, which is known to be the least thoughtful level. Then we have understanding level, thoughtful level, and the reflective level, most thoughtful level. So we are going to study all these levels in detail. So now we are going to studying about this levels of teachings. Learner psychology is the main component of teaching. Like the levels of teaching talks about how the teaching involves, how study moves around. Like the teacher is the main component, the student is the main component who is studies teacher-centric or student-centric, all these things. The ultimate goal of teaching is the all-round personality development of the learner. The level of teaching always determined after the stage of maturity of the student, and these can be discussed under. So now we are going to study about memory level of teaching. Memory level of teaching, it's what I can say is it's a thoughtless teaching where the memory or mental ability that exists in all living beings as we are. This is mainly memory level, as it is the lowest level of teaching. Thinking ability doesn't play any role. The student has to cram the things, the student has to repeat the thing again and again as at small or little level. When the students are at kindergarten level, they start by repeating ABC 1 2 3 4, the phonetic sounds and all these things. Like that, we are talking about the memory level. The role of the teacher is the prominent, because this is studies about teacher-centric. This method is teacher-centric. The main practice is of cramming the facts, information, formulas and laws that are taught to them. The main focus or concern is recall of the facts, because we have to recall the fact and repeat. We are repeating the same thing again and again and again to memorize. That is called cramming. Next, in this series, we have understanding level of teaching. As we can estimate, like understanding level of teaching means when the student is able to understand the study material. The teaching at the understanding level is one of the higher quality than the one at the memory level. It is more useful and thoughtful from the point of view of mental capabilities, because the student can understand the material which he or she is studying, the material, they can link the topics, they can link with the examples, all that. As this level of teaching, the learner gets an opportunity to discriminate at length between positive and negative examples of concepts. The focus of concern is seeing of relationship among facts and their examples. Like we can give real life examples, or we can explain the things through examples and we can link them. That is called understanding level of teaching. These are mainly in the senior classes, like from 7th, 8th to 12th, all that. Then in this series, next we have reflective level of teaching. Reflective level of teaching is an introspective level where it's like the main focus is on the problem solving. Like the student himself or herself solves the problems. They have critical thinking about that. So it's all about self-study and self-explanation. And this study is mainly student-centric. This level is mainly student-centric, right? So next we have the autonomous development level of teaching. Autonomy means the ability to take control on one's learning independently or in collaboration with others. Like this, autonomous learners will take responsibility for learning and is likely to be more effective than a learner who is reliant on the teacher. The focus of concern is effects and feelings. When the student is small, before going to school, this type of teaching is mainly happen when parents makes the student learn different things, different sounds, etc. at home. Like that. That is the autonomous development level of teaching. So next we will compare these levels and learn about that. So at memory level, it's a teacher centered. The main proponent of this level is Herbert. Herbert had given this level. In the understanding level, this is both teacher and student centric, because the student can understand, but he or she needs some explanations, live examples for the linkage. The main proponent is Morrison. In the reflective level is problem centered or student centric method. The main proponent is Hunt. Teaching at this level is considered at the lowest level in the memory level. At understanding level, this is somewhat higher than the memory level, and at the reflective level, it is one of the highest levels. At memory level, the thinking ability doesn't play any role because students have to cram the things. They have to repeat and cram. Understanding level, it is the most thoughtful, as in comparison with the memory level, and the student have some mental capabilities. At reflective level, highly thoughtful and concerned with introspection. At memory level, induces the habit of rote memorization of facts and bytes of information in students. Like students have to cram the knowledge in, as it comparing with the understanding level, this to make student understand the generalization, principles and facts. And at reflective level, students are assumed to adopt some sort of research approach to solve the problem, right? Then in memory level, induces the habit of rote memorization, enables us learners to retain and also to reproduce learned material whenever required. Like whenever someone comes at home, we ask them to say some rhymes or something like that to our kids at small ages, right? So that is like memory level. At understanding level, this provides more and more opportunities for students to develop intellectual behavior because they can correlate the things. And at the reflective level, it's an open and independent area. The students are not linked to the classroom studies only. They are intrinsically motivated. And for evaluation system, the memory level evaluation system includes oral, written and essay type examinations, and the reflective level consists of essay type questions as the students can explain him or her ideas. And as we can say, in understanding level, evaluation system consists of both objective and subjective type questions, essay type questions. As we compare more, we have a chart. With that, we can easily learn these memory level, understanding and level and reflective level. So the Herbert is the main proponent of memory level, Morrison is the main proponent of understanding level, Hunt is the main proponent of reflective level. Memory level is least thoughtful, understanding level is moderately thoughtful, and reflective level is most thoughtful. Memory level is consists of simple processes like recall, recognition and retention. And understanding level comprised of exploration, trying to find out new things, correlate, make the relationship between patterns, acquiring some knowledge about things, right? And at reflective level, it includes comparison, application and abstractions, use of scientific experimental methods to make the relation between the things and to make them solve the problem independently. At memory level, it's a structured and systematic presentation of actual material. At understanding level, structured and meaningful sequential presentations of content leading to application, as we have learned. Reflective level, it's unstructured and problem-centered. Student has to develop new thinking, new ideas, and develop critical thinking about the facts and to relate them. In the memory level, the role of the teacher is dominating without any care of understanding of because here mental ability doesn't play any role. And at the understanding level, the role of the teacher is dominating, providing knowledge with complete understanding. A democratic and cooperative teacher who helps with reflective thinking and problem solving. At memory level, motivation is extrinsic. At understanding level, motivation is extrinsic. As we know, in the case of little kids, we have to make them motivated. Parents have to, teachers have to. But at higher levels, when we are doing self studies, as we know, at the higher level we have to study our own, so we are intrinsically motivated. So now we have some MCQs about levels of teaching, so we will go through that. First MCQ says, which of the following level of teaching less strays on critical shifting of ideas at the highest cognitive level? It means shifting of ideas, critical shifting of ideas. Reflective level. Next MCQ we have, which of the following statement regarding reflective level of teaching is incorrect? Means which of the following is incorrect about reflective level of teaching? Hunt is the main proponent of ILT. Yes. It is problem centered teaching. Yes. The students are assumed to adopt some sort of research approach to solve the problem. Yes. Student has to experiment. The teacher assumes a primary place and the pupil occupies a secondary place. This is wrong, because the reflective level of teaching is student centric. The student holds the first place. So the next MCQ is, which of the following statement regarding understanding level of teaching is incorrect? Now we have to discuss about in understanding level of teaching. We know about it already. So Morrison is the main proponent of ULT. Yes. It is memory plus insight. As it goes beyond just the memorizing of facts, it focuses on the mastery of the subject. Yes. Cultural materialism is also a primary determining factor of ULT. No, this is incorrect. Cultural materialism doesn't play any role like that. It's not the primary determining factor. Last, it provides more and more opportunities for the students to develop the intellectual behavior. Next MCQ we have with us, which of the following is true about understanding level of teaching? So, imparting factual teaching to comprehend the concepts. No, it's incorrect. No, it's true, because we are not providing any factual information in understanding level of teaching. We are comprehending the concepts. We are basically linking the concepts and to understand more. Next MCQ we have, which of the following is the highest level of teaching? Highest level of teaching is reflective level of teaching. So that's it for today. We will meet again with a new and interesting topic. Thank you. Bye-bye.